Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to my stock channel. This is James with another stock update. This one is called Appharvest Inc. APPH. It is your possible hot penny stock of the day. Let's take a deeper look here. This looks like a newer company that has gotten beat up big time over the last year. It's down 72%. This thing started out in the $5 range. It started a few years back. Here's the 5-year chart. IPO'd at $10, went up to 30. It's been all downhill since then. I think one of the big reasons is they started, well, this chart goes back to 2020. Sometimes these things don't reflect the full length of the company. I feel like the income statement goes back farther than that, or not as far. We'll take a look. But anyhow, 5 days suck, down 1%. 1 month down 56%. Good Lord. 6 months down 62%. People have already been laid out to waste on that. Let's see if there's a bigger plan. Appharvest is a tomato company. They own a 60-acre farm in Kentucky, and they just purchased a bunch of more farms. Let's see, we plan to separate an additional 3 farms across Kentucky. Found so you're going to have 4 farms total, all in one company. It's a food farm, so it's going to depend a lot on the weather and sunshine and rain. And they got 500 employees. It was founded in 2017. Tomatoes can be a big business. And are these people going to be a player one day? Well, let's take a look and see what we think of what they got left, what they've been doing. What they've been doing for starters is not selling any tomatoes. In 2021, they showed up and they threw out $9 million worth of tomatoes. They spent $166 million. Now, so that was their loss for the year of 2021. Now, keep in mind they might not have lost that $166 million in the collection of this $9 million. They might have lost this on buying those 3 other farms. So we're going to look into that as well. It looks like they weren't even plucking tomatoes in 2020. That looks like right around when the stock started. So maybe this one does time out accurately. I've been noticing a lot of these times on Google Finance, the charts go back to 2020. The income statements start in 2017. Very confusing. Couple things about the company. Shares outstanding, 101 million shares. Probably triple the usual amount of shares, which means the world's pricing this at $3. So the world doesn't think this sucks too much. The world's still thinking highly of it. When you look at the market cap of $150 million, you think the world hates this thing. I don't know, maybe that's just I don't know, that's all the shares added together. Market cap, 150 million, that's all they think this thing's worth. Looks like the land they just bought might have been worth more than that. Let's take a look. Balance sheet just got good. We got $54 million in $554 million in assets. So yeah, that property they bought, remember that money that for those extra farms of this $166 million that they lost. Seems like that migrated over here to the balance sheet as an asset, added to the other assets that they had before. They had $180 million worth before. You throw on 3 more farms that they just bought, maybe they got $554 million out of 5 or 6. Why don't you tell for yourself? Looks like a 6. $654 million. So yeah, their assets kind of blew up in 2021. Like, hello, we're big now. Their liabilities remained stable. Um, let's see how much cash they have. $150 million. They have a lot of money. If they don't go out and buy 3 farms again, you're not going to see this crap again. This big, huge net loss, money spender craziness. But you're also, this first farm, only $10 million, really? I don't know. Maybe that'll be the norm. It's a small company. If they can do that 4 times, maybe it's $40 million as their income for 4 tomato farms. This doesn't seem like the big time. But maybe it could be small time success in the future. A company that does $40 million a year has way too many shares outstanding. That's that many workers in the middle of labor inflationary period. I don't know. It looks really scary to me. Operating costs. Oh, that's going to be over here. $92 million. I don't know how much of that's temporary or that's up 460%. That was for 2021. That was part of this big chunk that they lost. 95 million of it was operating cost. Probably payrolls and rents and mortgages. Obviously, in the future, if this continues to be their operating expense, $92 million, and if the 60-acre farm is pumping out $9 million a year in revenue, they're just going to lose money perpetually, and they're going to have to close. So they're going to have to get this $90 million worth of operating revenue and somehow turn that into, I don't know, $1 million in operating revenue, or the price of tomatoes needs to quadruple. We'll assume they have 4 farms that are that big with that same production. I don't know. It's kind of silly to assume things, but it's going to get bigger once they bring them online. They probably take 6 months to grow the tomatoes. They're grown hydroponically, but with sunlight to save electricity. It's supposed to be a real green operation. I don't know. It looks like hell, to be honest with you. There's so much risk with this. Your tomatoes could all go rotten. Everybody could not show up for work. 500 tomato pickers. Maybe they're all part-time, but still, look at that operating expense. To spend the equivalent of $3 a share for this thing right now. Wow, that would be the definition of wow, crazy. You better tell me about some bigger plans than this. So news articles, bad tomatoes at SBAC's indoor farm empire sends shares tumbling. The stock went down 26% on that day. Fund Vet V with Appharvest stock sales down 5%. I don't even know what they're talking about. Appharvest shares dropped 27% after public offering begins. That was on February 9th of 2023, just this month. So they must be just on the further dilution. Maybe that was people just didn't like that. Not only did it dilute, not only did it, probably chop itself in half or chop itself in triple naturally, but it went down another 36% all on its own in mid-February. And that was after the shit show of the last year, down 72%. And before that even happened, it had already lost 30% of it, and the other 30% must have been when they diluted it. So they were trying to raise up more cash. That's probably where they came up with this big nice line here, which means the money that they lost probably didn't add to this. So, yeah, you got an IPO coming out at the same time. Well, actually, that was 2023. So maybe it did add to that. The public offering was in 2021 or was not in 2021. So maybe it's safe to say that they are slightly responsible and that the money that they spent, that it became an asset. Maybe this was some new tractors or some new land like we're talking about. I don't like the recent news. That's kind of horrifying. It was like I was talking about bad tomatoes, more expensive workers. They're going to have a bunch of illegal immigrants probably and get in a bunch of trouble for that. Yeah. 4.46 million is the average volume. The market cap's in the cellar. Why are there that many shares? This thing is just so, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted. It's overblown and it's underblown at the same time. The market cap is garbage. The outstanding shares are ridiculous and the price is kind of ridiculous. $1 to $3. I can't even conceptualize how you might make money one day. I have to do the math on how many pickers it takes to do a 60-acre farm, and you better know your farming business before you buy this one. But they're a very green company. They might be one of those Reddit love stories where everybody falls in love with them and just buys them because, and there's no real good reason for it. There doesn't seem to be a very good reason. Yeah, I wonder if that revenue, I'd like to see some more information. I'd like to see 2022. Let me see if I can find that. They're going to post earnings on Thursday. I mean, that's today. And you know what? I don't see any earnings. Boom, they came out yesterday. Huh. Crazy. Yeah, I'm not finding it. Maybe you guys will have better luck. It's called APPH. Let me know how 2022 went in the comments below. If you get a chance, maybe you can give me a stock review. Maybe I'll keep my eyes on this one and learn something about the farming industry and the tomato growing industry. But yeah, none of these numbers even seem to make slight sense. 9 million is so pathetic for a full harvest if that's all they got. And yeah, this thing here was just a dumb idea to begin with. I don't know how this 9 million turns into 900 million. That'd be cool if that happened though. Maybe they make some good tomatoes. The operating costs are just redonkulous. They need to cut that out. And the balance sheet looks good right now, but apparently it probably still doesn't anymore. Cash, they have $180 million. They could probably figure this out where they could stick around for a while. Hopefully they own the land. Hopefully they paid for it. Hopefully they don't have a monthly payment on that. Hopefully the crops can pick themselves. They come up with some gadget to do that. Maybe they can fire everyone. There might be some future technology involved here. A lot of hopeful crap. I'd say most likely this thing here is not a publicly traded company type thing. It's probably a one-man show type of a business or a family business. I don't see this as being a $100 million thing. It's a farm, and who knows how big the other farms are. They might be 3 acres big. That might just be hokum to get us excited about 3 other farms. Just have to learn more about it. Do more homework. I'm not interested in this one. I don't know if you are. If you are, farms just scare the heck out of me. Unless it's crystal clear and making money year after year. Even if it's a tiny amount of money, as long as you're just making some money. Show me a small farm that's making some money, and I'll invest in it. And as long as it's priced as a small farm, and even if it's low volume, that's fine. We'll watch it grow up. You can go buy more acres and do more tomatoes and stay profitable, and we'll enjoy that. But this just feels like they're building electric cars, and this is the electric car approach to tomato harvesting. Well, first we're going to buy, 60 acres. That's not even actually that much when it comes to a farm. If they just had 1,000 acres, I'd say, oh, these people are reaching deep. But I don't know how many tomatoes this is going to be at 60 acres. It sounds like a small farm. It does. Doesn't seem that big in proportion to those big ones. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this one. Sorry everybody if you didn't like it. But Appharvest, I'm going to do a thumbs down on this one. I know the price is in the gutter. It gyrates all over the place. Are they going straight to 2 cents? I have no idea. If their balance sheet is that strong, their market cap is almost, let's see, it's about equivalent to the amount of cash that they have. So their market cap and cash are the same thing. Cash 150 million, market cap 150 million. So yeah, and they don't have any outstanding debt. Looks like they're like a positive revenue. This whole stock selling business, this whole investment quarry, this whole hundreds of millions of dollars collected apparently worked out to a pretty nice asset somehow. Looks like they might still have it. So I don't know. What do y'all think? I think it sucks. I'm going to skip on this one. Thumbs down. When it hits 10 cents, call me. Somebody send me a message. Let me know. It's not even worth an alert. It's a complete risk factory. It's not that big of a farm. I don't like this approach. You start a farm, you make some money, you make your farm bigger, you make some more money. You get yourself to 1,000-acre farm. I'll be very impressed, and I'll get to watch you grow up the whole way, and I'll be proud of you like a proud daddy. But you're acting like you're putting a car together here. And then all of a sudden, you just sold 5 of them. And I don't know. You just don't spend that kind of money. Maybe you do on a new farm. I don't know. Maybe they could have taken all that cash and bought an existing farm that actually had some revenue or something going on with it. Instead, they decided to plant the tomatoes themselves on not much property and hire 500 people. Be nice to know more. Probably talking out of my ass, but it just looks like a piece of crap. Very conflicted. I feel like it's overvalued. I feel like it's undervalued because the cash is the same. But maybe it just got a lot worse all of a sudden. Maybe this is it was 3, 4, well, it's back in 2021. Yeah, it was a $3 stock. So maybe we're just looking in the rearview mirror too much, and maybe today it's just biting the dust at $1. Probably because of some really bad circumstances. So if you looked at today's price and compare my comments about 2021, you could probably see that things were probably not going to work out. Well, they didn't. It's 2023. Yeah, shit didn't get better. It didn't look like it was going to get better. Operating costs through the roof. Probably running out of cash by now. I don't know. I'd like to see the new balance sheet, though. It's supposed to come out today. It's not out. Today is Thursday, right? No, tomorrow's Thursday. Oh, today's Thursday. Yeah, it was supposed to be out today. Huh. Okay, well, let's not waste our time with this one anymore. Move on. I'm James. Like and subscribe to the video. More stocks to begin with. You should check out some of my older videos. We got some fantastic ones in there. Some real winners. One of them woke up at 41 cents up today. XELA, Excella Technologies. Boyle ETF went from $6 to $7 in one day. I really like a couple of them that we reviewed. I have not liked 18 of them or something, or 17 of them, but having 3 or 4 of them I've actually liked. I even well, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but you should check out some of the other videos. You will find some gold in there. You will find some stuff that will be jumping. And hopefully I can avoid you wasting your time. Maybe look at things in a different light. Maybe learn something, or maybe hopefully you can teach me something. Please send me a message if you disagree with anything that I have said, and let me know if you like the videos. Anyways, like and subscribe. Have a great night. I'll see you at the next video. Bye.